Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Have At It, episode 45, right here on the Ben Zone, also on my YouTube channel at Ben Cornet 9015, as well as on X at BennyBoy702. My name is Ben Cornet. It is Friday, January 12th, 2024, episode 45. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm doing very good. I'm excited about this weekend, man. We are officially done with the regular season in the NFL, and we're now in playoff mode. And for the 18 teams that, for the fans that are of the eight fans of the 18 teams that are not in the playoffs, I do sorry. Um, Better luck next year. But hopefully, you guys will still enjoy the NFL playoffs. But for the 14 remaining teams, it's do or die now. This is best part of the season for me. Luckily, my Buccaneers are in the playoffs. We play Monday night against the Philadelphia Eagles. Should be a very good game. We got 2 games Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and one on Monday night. So, yeah, let's get to it, man. You know, before we get into the playoffs, actually, I got to tell you, just as much fun as the playoffs are. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but man, the NFL. Every time after the regular season, we always get news. We always get, unfortunately, we get firings in the NFL. Coaches lose their jobs. It's a big deal, to them. Now, for the little people like myself, it's not going to affect me, but for those people that have one of those 32 jobs, that all of a sudden get told they're no longer needed, it's a big deal. It's a big change in not only their professional life but their personal life. I mean, it is what it is. It's the tough part of the business. You Arthur Smith's feeling that. Mike Vrabel's feeling that. Earlier this year, Brandon Staley, Josh McDaniels, they felt that. You know, it happens. It's a business. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and you got to move forward. And you know, will all these guys bounce back? Absolutely. A couple of them may get another head coaching job. You know, some will probably have to be a coordinator again. Wait their turn. Try to improve, get better. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and you hate to see that. You feel for the person, but what's done is done. And for some, um, they call it quits. In college football, Nick Saban retired. The NFL, one of the greatest head coaches of all time, Bill Belichick, parted ways with the Patriots. In my opinion, that was a nice way of saying, Bill, we appreciate it. 24 years, 6 Super Bowls, um, 6 Super Bowl wins, 9 appearances during your tenure, but we got to head in a different direction. And Bill, realized it. Hey, you know, it's it. This is it. And real quick on Bill Belichick. I mean, probably in my lifetime, the greatest head coach of all time in the NFL, without question. I mean, 6 Super Bowl wins, 9 Super Bowl appearances. Um, had over 30. He had 31 playoff wins. Uh, he had the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, and they had that magical run for 19 of those 24 seasons, or I believe it was 20 of those seasons. But the 4 seasons he didn't have with Tom Brady, it just wasn't the same. I mean, he tried it with Cam Newton, that didn't work. Tried it with Mac Jones, didn't work. Bailey Zappi, didn't work either. Um, I think with Bill Belichick, he couldn't adjust to the game of today. It's more offensive minded. The rules favor the offense, um, and plus, Bill was not a good GM. Let's face it. I mean, didn't have good drafts. Wasn't he for 20 years he relied so much on Tom Brady that no matter how good or bad his drafts were offensively, hey, I always got number 12 to bail me out. Well, when number 12 bailed, wasn't no longer there to bail you out, you kind of saw what happened. Kind of saw Bill Belichick without his crutch. And they had one playoff appearance. That was it. And he had his worst record as a head coach this year, 4-13. So, again, greatest NFL coach in my lifetime, but toward the end of it, not so good. But at the end of the day, he's going to get offers. It's not like, nobody's going to, call him up. Teams will call him. Chargers will call him. I'm sure the Raiders are going to call. Commanders can call him. There's reports, even I'm hearing the Eagles. If Nick Sirianni loses in the first round of the playoffs to my Buccaneers, he could be, gone. I don't see that happening personally. I think Sirianni's going to be okay. But I think after next year, if they don't meet expectations, then he could be gone. But I'm just saying, though, Belichick will have offers. And, he's not going to – listen, he might take a year off and reevaluate, recharge the batteries. Part of me also says that, he's only 14 wins away from tying Don Shula for most wins all time in the NFL as an NFL head coach. He's 15 away from breaking it. So it's possible that Bill Belichick's not done yet. He wants to get to that milestone. But if you're a team looking to hire Bill Belichick, I'd make him a coach only. I would not have him be a GM. And the only reason that is because he's not done a good job with it. He's not had very good drafts the last few years. Bill Belichick needs to be a head coach. That's it. That's all he needs to do is be a head coach. If he can do that, I think he could be successful wherever he goes, whether it's the Chargers, Commanders, wherever it is. He could be a great head coach still, because he's well respected. He'll command the locker room. Players will play hard for him. He just needs to stay away from the front office. Let your GM, your scouts take care of that. Have a GM take care of it for you. Work with that GM and go from there. So whoever gets Bill Belichick, I think they'll be pretty good. So that's whether he wants to stay or he wants to retire. Who knows? Maybe take a year off. So Belichick has a lot of options, and the phone will be ringing if it hasn't already. Now, another guy that retired or stepped down but is going to be in the front office still is Pete Carroll with Seattle. Another guy that's been successful in the NFL. Listen, he started in 2010, took Seattle to the playoffs in their first year, 7-9, albeit, but from 2010 to 2023, won a Super Bowl, went to two of them. They were that one play away where they could have won another one, and instead of handing it off to Marshawn Lynch, they threw it, got picked. Rest is history. But for Pete Carroll, again, another legend in NFL head coaching, one of the best. And, he'll be in the front office, but he, could come back. We don't know. Maybe this is it for him. Maybe he will call it quits and just focus in the front office full time. I think he's like 67. And anybody can help me out there? I think either he's in his late 60s or early 70s, but you wouldn't know it because the guy looks like he's in his 50s. I mean, the guy so energetic, doesn't move around like a late 60, early 70-year-old guy. No offense to them, but Pete Carroll's just one of a kind. And again, anybody would love to play for him. I mean, he's brought in the best out of his teams in Seattle. I mean, especially the last couple of years. When he's had a guy named Geno Smith as his quarterback, and they still went to the playoffs 2022. Fell short of it this year, but Pete Carroll still made that team pretty damn good and competed. So, who knows what's next for him? But again, who knows what's next for the Seahawks? Who are they going to bring in as head coach? Vrabel's a good option. Do they bring in a Ben Johnson, coordinator from Detroit, offense coordinator from Detroit? Who knows? Again, we'll see what happens there. In New England, they just hired Gerard Mayo as their new head coach for the Patriots. He's a linebackers coach for New England last several years. Played in that organization, so they hired from within. So that's one job that's off the market now. So now you got the Seahawks, you got the Titans, Falcons, Raiders, Chargers. It's a lot of good job openings, especially the Chargers. I mean, you got Justin Herbert as the quarterback. There are a very difficult cap situation. They're going to have to let go of some players, Derwin James, Khalil Mack, maybe a Keenan Allen. Those names are probably going to be, some of them may be gone. Some might have to restructure. Who knows? But the LA Chargers job is a very interesting one, and you get a chance to work with one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL, and Justin Herbert. So I don't know, man. This is going to be fun to see who goes where. But it's a very exciting time of the year. Not only the playoffs, but the coaching talk, the firings and the hirings. It's what makes the NFL great. You always have something to talk about, and we're here to do it. We're here to talk about it on this show, on any podcast. It's fun to do. We do it every Thursday nights on the NFL edition. So, yeah. We got some comments in here. Nice. Let's bring it in. Hello, where's my link? I didn't get one. Lots of loud. Oh, okay. Johnny, if you're still there, let me send you the link real quick. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to send Johnny the link. Yeah. Sorry about that, Johnny. I know you're probably going to be like, shut up, Ben. God damn it, Cornette. So we'll let you vent. Sending it right now. I'm actually doing it on my phone. Too lazy to go on open up my Facebook on my laptop. Okay, Johnny, send it to you. It's in the OTR Messenger. And let's see, we got Facebook user. That is good old Fred Swayze Moore. Thank you for tuning in. Fred, go Bucks. Absolutely. Monday night playoff game, Raymond J. Stadium. I think it's the first time in NFL history we've had 2 Monday night games with the same two teams in the same stadium every year. It's pretty amazing. So, see, Odette, thank you for tuning in. Hello, Odette. How you doing tonight? Thank you for tuning in. Don't let Ben fool you guys. If he got fired, Vegas lights would go out. Yeah, definitely. No argument from me. And Tom Landry got fired. Don Shula was asked to retire. Lombardi didn't really have a chance because of his health. Yeah, happens to the best of them. You're damn right, Johnny. Alex Schomburg, YouTube chat. Nice. Thanks for tuning in, Alec. Appreciate it. Let's go. Absolutely. Thank you. And Johnny Dean, Tripper will offer him the house. That I would assume. Oh wait, I'll let you answer that. Johnny,
Hey, what's up, man?
You made it, man.
When I put that comment up, I honestly thought you were going to say, I did send it to you so we could have that argument again, but whatever.
Yeah, and like you, I did send it to you. Well, off the
don't
OTR. Johnny,
Tepper,
David,
I think, will offer the house. We've already seen what Tepper's willing to do, you know, as far as spending money and hiring and firing coaches and stuff. To me, he's the most likely to tell Bill Belichick, take what you want. You know what I mean? I don't think any of the others would, but he's the wild card in it, in my opinion.
Or he can throw a drink at you if you.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think Bill would go there. I really don't.
I don't either, but you know,
I mean that's
you'll get offered enough by somebody, and it is warmer than Boston, so Boston.
True. That's true. I mean,
it's right there on the Atlantic where he can go fishing and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of perks. I mean, I don't want that job. If I'm a head coach, I would stay away from Carolina, wouldn't you?
I would, but he took the Browns job years ago, remember?
Yeah. So, oh yeah, no. Yeah,
but and it wasn't a nice job at that time either. I mean, that was a shit show looking for a place to collapse.
Art Modell, yeah, the whole situation moved him to Baltimore. I get it. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, somebody will take it. I mean, we'll see.
Can I address this thing? I said it to Fred earlier.
Oh yeah, which one do you want?
It said most successful coach, not the greatest. Well, I had a rebuttal for that. Okay, Don Shula had fucking Dan Marino and Johnny Unitas. Tom Landry had Captain America and White.
Yeah.
And then who else did I have it? My point is, you know, every great coach has had a great quarterback to back up his record, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I would put Bill maybe ahead of Don only because the multiple Super Bowl wins, great playoff success, you know, as a record, I think it's like 31-13, whereas Don Shula was like 19-17. So, you know, I know Don had the undefeated season. He has that over Bill Belichick, but as far as where you want to put him, I would put Bill a little bit ahead of Don, in my opinion.
I would too, because Don lost to the Jets, man. Screw that.
Yeah, and Don Shula didn't get a running back for Mr. Dan Marino. If he just had a running back for him,
yeah,
how many Super Bowls he could have?
It didn't matter if he had got Ricky Williams back in the day.
Oof, yeah, he'd be smoking.
Unintended.
Yes. Let's see. Alex Schomburg, Justin Herbert. Yeah, and I mentioned this, Johnny. You get to work with one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. Who would love? That's the job you want, right?
Right.
I mean, could Vrabel go there? It's possible. I mean, but he's got to get a good offensive coordinator. That's the key. You got to have a good OC.
Well, any of these coaches, the head coaches that have been fired, we should know pretty soon with them guys.
Okay.
Because they can be hired right now. You know what I mean? They don't have to wait till the 26th.
Yeah.
It's the assistant coaches that have to wait till the 26th.
Yeah. The Ben Johnsons, all those.
Yeah, exactly.
Shane Waldron's, yeah. People like that. Well, you know, as much as I would love to see Ben Johnson get an opportunity, he's got something good in Detroit right now, doesn't he? I mean,
he does, and you'd hate to see him leave, but it does happen, man. Look, Bieniemy's gone from KC, and it shows. Yeah. I'm telling you, it shows.
Yeah,
and
Philly.
I know it's first year in Washington, and one of our friends is really not happy with Bieniemy and stuff. But you know, it got to take time to put the class together, man. You know.
Not only that, Johnny, they just changed ownership.
Yeah.
Well, you're going through a rebuild, not only on the field, but off the field as well. So
exactly.
Yeah. And, you know, again, I just feel like that commander's job says Jim Harbaugh on it, does it not?
I'm personally, wherever he ends up, I think that's where Wink Martindale will be.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the John Harbaugh connect. Yep.
And he knows. Oh
Yeah.
man, I love Todd Bowles, but man, I'd love to have that Wink Martindale defense too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with him and Dable, but that just didn't work out. I don't.
Uh,
Maybe just a conflict of interest. I don't know, but
I,
maybe it's a
well,
good thing.
Wink was awful happy to be leaving there, so
Yeah. Well, he'll get a job somewhere. I mean, it's not. He's not going empty-handed. And of course, we got our good friend, Mr. Oh wait, Scott Taylor right there. I'll read that other one in a minute. Go Rams.
okay. Don't start with me, Scott, because I will. All right, we already have heard. How many times have we heard? It's Stafford's homecoming. It's Stafford's revenge game. It's not
Yeah.
Stafford's revenge game. He left willingly. He wanted out of there. He left willing. If it's anybody's revenge game, it's Goff's.
Yeah, that's
Don't,
right. No, that's
don't
true. That's
forget
good.
that, man.
That's
They're,
a true
we're the ones that threw Goff to the great Northwest. Okay, the North to the great
Midwest. Yeah.
almost to Canada. But
Yeah, they told him like, listen, he's going to get us to a Super Bowl, not you.
right,
You know,
exactly.
so
So
yeah,
if
no,
it's
it's
anybody's revenge game, it's Goff's, not Stafford's.
I with Fred Swayze more, I agree and disagree a little bit. I know the AFC sucked the majority of the time, but
So
Bill's
did
gonna
most of
win.
those great coaches' divisions at the time. They dominated their divisions just as
Yeah,
much, you know.
true. But let's not forget Rex Ryan. I mean, when he was at the Jets, they made it to 2 AFC championship games.
Yep.
So, it's not they didn't totally say they did for the majority of the time, but that's another thing. The Jets, yeah. Solid's got to pass.
We could talk about Bill Seifert too, and that whole San Francisco thing with and Mooch because he took
Yeah.
over or whatever. But I mean, not Bill Seifert. What's
Bill Walsh.
his name? Bill Walsh. He's a great coach. I mean, he's listed as one of the greats also. But look what he had: Joe Montana and Steve Young, who carried on with Mooch. Got that other title.
Yep.
So you can't name me a great coach that didn't have a great quarterback with him.
You're right. Absolutely. Jimmy Johnson had Troy Aikman.
Yep.
What's his name? Dungy had Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
So
And still had to struggle.
Yeah.
In a weak division, once again, in a pretty weak division there.
Yeah.
I mean, he owned that division. They did own that division. How many division titles do they have hanging up in there, man? It's endless.
Absolutely. I came here for the Scott and Alex argument. Well, Scott's feelings were hurt, and Alex is a little busy tonight, so you're just gonna have to wait till Sunday.
It's just me and you, Alex Schumer. Let's me and you go at it. Nah, I don't do that.
That pay-per-view get canceled. He's probably referring to Scott and Alex, you little troublemaker, Alec.
That will be Thursday night.
Yes.
We're going to make sure of it.
And our good friend Corey Brown, Bucks win NFC South 2024-2025 again. We'll see. I'm just focused on Monday night. That's what I'm focused on.
Yeah.
Next year's
at a time.
Yeah.
To take a quote from Bill Belichick.
Yes.
We're on to the Eagles.
Yeah. Fred said Cowboys won the year after Jimmy Johnson left with that clown.
Yeah, that clown.
Barry Switzer, yeah.
Barry Switzer, yeah.
He inherited that team, and Troy Aikman's was kind of going on the downhill slide. Injuries caught up with Troy, so that team got older. But you're right, he won a title with Jimmy's scraps, his leftovers. So, Mr. Alec, how you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, Johnny said he wanted to start an argument. You know what, Johnny? You are a nice person. That's why I started my argument.
Damn it, Alec. Thank you for your service.
You know what? I hope you have a blessed day tomorrow.
Man, don't be. I'm telling you, man, you better have a great day tomorrow.
Yes.
You know what? You better have a superb day tomorrow.
All right.
And Ben, I hope you have a great weekend.
Oh, I will. I'm going to be watching football. I'm going to be watching.
I think I might have to stay away from the OTR chat on Sunday night.
Why? Oh, we
Oh
gotta
my
do,
god.
no, we gotta do something here. Sunday night for Rams Lions. Come on, we'll think of something. We gotta do something.
Think about it, Scott. I picked the Rams, so it's probably going to be cry, Scotty, cry.
Scotty doesn't know. Fly Eagles fly.
Cry, Scotty, cry. On the
Well,
road to misery.
That sound military themed.
yeah.
Almost made me want to
Eh.
get up and march, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Schomburg, stand up. Oh
No,
man,
I don't get involved in those drill things.
nah.
That's more Army
The
and
drill
Marines.
corps is awesome, though, man. Come on, you got to admit, those guys are badass, dude.
Yeah, that's
The
like,
timing on Jesus Christ, I
but
love watching these
the
guys.
stuff they gotta do just to make it like that is
Yeah,
because they had the what's it called, the drill team in high school, and everybody told me at the jokes that you should join it. I ended up with a broken nose because you gotta spin the rifle. That shit smacked me across the fucking nose.
Corey Brown, vote for Vincent Jackson in Ring of Honor 2024. Go Bucks. What do you think of that, Johnny?
I didn't know we get a vote.
Yeah, I
Maybe
thought that
we-
was just by the team and the
Yeah,
only. Huh. Unless I missed something, but I don't know. That's an interesting name to go up there.
100%. I've definitely put Vincent Jackson in there, man. He made
Yeah.
Mike. He made Mike Evans what he is today. He took him under his wing. You know what I mean? Holt's first
that's
two
true.
years, was it?
Oh,
That's very,
so
very good player to be under right
Yep.
there. Yeah, for
I
sure.
forgot to tell Ben. I sold my Royal Rumble ticket.
You got one?
I had one. I sold it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you're
It's
going to be
because
out. Yeah, you're out, right? For
Watch it out. You and
I'm
Ben's gonna be
here. I'll be
rumbling.
here for it. But the thing is, when I bought it,
Mhm.
that's the same. Like I think it was. I made plans already for that because I'm going to Sarasota that weekend.
Okay.
And after I bought it, like literally like an hour later, she called me and she was like, "Oh, so we're gonna do this." I was like, "Wait, the 28th?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and just sell this ticket." I got it for double profit though, so
Nice. Sean Spencer, welcome in, buddy. How you doing tonight, sir?
I doubt Doug's gonna make it in the Ring of Honor, dude.
No, come on.
the,
He didn't
the
do
good
enough.
old Duggernaut.
He got addicted to painkillers. That's like putting what's his name? Ryan Leaf in the Ring of Honor in
Okay,
San
now-
Diego or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, now have at it. Lots of laughs. Oh, we will, Sean. You should come on, man. I sent the
Come
link.
join us, Sean.
Yeah. Let's talk about those commanders. Maybe a Belichick or a Harbaugh might be roaming the offices there in DC, ready
I'm
to
not
go.
gonna lie. I think it was. Well, who was the media page that posted that? I mean, it's gonna be college football related. Who was the media page that posted the Dan Lanning's fucking GPS in Tuscaloosa? I wonder if it's the same people that did the Otani and Toronto thing.
Yeah.
I
Listen.
literally went to sleep that night. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up to pain tomorrow. And I was like, if he's literally over there right now, it's gonna be gone. And I woke up
No.
the next day and said that it was GPS was fake. I was like, whew.
Yeah. No, I mean, Lanning, I knew he'd stay in Oregon. But Kalen DeBoer, he got the job. So he's going to Alabama. Came from Washington. Built a
You know what-
successful team there. Yeah.
We got lucky, Sean.
The crazy part
bet.
is, like, because Alex talked about it on Tuesday, or I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. Oregon's building up, and it's actually crazy. All these
Yeah.
people, all these teams are losing players, and they're all just going to Oregon.
Mhm.
It's actually crazy. We got the guy from Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Now that player that committed to Alabama, he's now going to Oregon.
Yeah.
Dan
You guys-
Lanning's building a future of this program, and I'm all here for it.
No, that's good. I mean, Lanning's a very good recruiter, man. I'm happy to see it. By the way, Christopher Cole, good evening, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Sean Spencer says, I'll say it, you guys are right. You guys are always right. Sam ain't it. Ron is gone. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, but Ron was due to be gone. I mean, it just wasn't going to work. And Sam Howell, we'll see, but probably best to probably go get a quarterback.
And the same to you, Ben. Congrats to your head coach.
Oh, Norvell, yeah, you got a
Now,
8-year extension. Yeah.
As far as Sam, I think Sam could be developed. I really do. I think he's got the talent. He's got the arm strength and stuff. He got thrown into a shit fire on a bad team. Sorry, Sean, but it was on a bad team. And I don't think he got the development that he needed, dude. I really don't.
Horrible offensive line, Johnny. I mean, think about how many times this guy got sacked. Now, granted, he made some mistakes, Sam. I'm not excusing it, but that offensive line didn't know.
Yeah, well, you can't develop a quarterback behind David Carr. Great
Sam
example.
Howell's
You
even
can't
that
develop
bad.
a quarterback behind a bad offensive line.
Sam Howell's even that bad. Like if I were the Commanders, I would try to see if you can, like, in the free agency, build that line, either free agency or draft, and then give it another try with Sam, and then see where it goes.
I think
Like,
what
we
will
had a
happen
top
with
pick.
Sam eventually is he'll end up in one of those spots like where one of these backups will he'll get a shot somewhere else with a good team, and or a team that actually has puts him in the right position, and he'll have a decent career. I don't know how great, if it'll be great career,
Sean,
but I don't think it'll be bad.
We're giving him credit. I mean, listen, there were some games where he played well. Look at the Eagles game in Philly. I mean, they went to overtime, almost pulled it out there. I mean, he had some moments. Don't get me wrong.
And we don't know who their new coach is going to be, so he might keep him and develop him.
Yeah. So Sam Howell did some good things, but it just he just had a bad offensive line, man. I mean, like Johnny said, you can't develop if you don't have a great offensive line. You got to have that. It's just vital. Facebook user, that would be Blackie Lawless, our bud.
Hey, Blackie, what's up, brother?
Thank you for joining us, man. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. David Braun is coach to watch for. Okay. All right. I could see that. I think Northwestern's going to get a little better. They did better than expected this year. The whole thing with Fitzgerald, the hazing thing that got him fired. But, man, their interim coach got him to a bowl game. You got to give that team credit, man. They, under those circumstances, did a very good job. So, Sean Spencer says, I agree, Alec, but unfortunately it probably won't happen. Another year of getting a quarterback for a year. Well, now you got to develop a quarterback, Sean. You got to do that, man.
They're not going to. They need to get that line fixed, man.
That line fixed, yep. Yep, absolutely.
I'm really excited to see what they do here in the future, man. I really am, because they have the pieces, the foundation. They have the foundation of a team in place. They just need to get them trenches worked out.
Yep.
And I forgot where I saw it from today. They were saying that when it was some page on Twitter that when all the fucking commits were going different places, everybody was like, "Oh, Dylan Gabriel will do nothing with that O line." Half the O line's returning. We're losing Powers Johnson, which is a big loss. I admit that, but most of the centers we have and the depth in the line, because Oklahoma's O line wasn't as good as ours, and they put that with Dylan Gabriel with that talent. Holy fudge, that's gonna be crazy.
No,
and 2 Bal be on deployment for it. I'm so freaking sick.
And in the Big Ten next year, so that'll be fun.
But I can avoid the Alex and Alex talk when they play against Michigan in Ann Arbor.
Corey Brown, man, I saw a rumor about 2 days ago. The Bears will pay Mike Evans $82 million, 5 or 6 years contract this season.
Corey, I'd put you in timeout if it was on NFL Edition right now.
But this is have at it, and we're just letting Corey have at it, and
just have at it, buddy.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not going to worry about off season right now. I'm worried about Monday night. We're in the playoffs.
What did we say a while ago? One game at a time.
One game at a time.
We're on to the Eagles right now.
Everybody giving AJ Brown fucking shit for all the shit he's going through. The man has background in depression. It's actually like all these fans were like in his DMs telling me, oh, he should just stop playing football and stuff like that. And like the dude, like speaking of a person who's had depression in the past, anything can trigger that. That's why he went off the grid on social media. And people
Well,
just say he's a quitter. I'm like, no, he's
quitter
had
my
history in the
ass. The
past.
guy got in there and told everybody. He got in the players' asses. He said this bullshit about blaming coaches all the time is just bullshit. We have to take accountability for ourselves. That was his speech in the locker room and to the media. Okay, that to me that don't speak of depression. That speaks of somebody who's stepping up and taking the reins of his
No,
leadership
but
role.
it's because he deleted like all like Eagle stuff on his social media and stuff like that, and like
I think he should.
everybody's
Yeah, I think he should because you got to
Yeah,
focus. You know, this is listen. The Eagles, and I said this before Johnny came on. That Eagles job could open up if Soriani loses this game. It's possible. There's been reports that
coach of the year. What, last year or 2 years ago? Last year it was,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And they're already willing to. Well, that's Eagles fans for you too, man.
yeah, true. Yeah,
They're
yeah,
never
they're
happened.
throwing
booing them.
they're
They're
throwing in the towel already. They're saying the Bucks are going to win. The Bucks are going, which makes me nervous. I don't want to hear that shit because that's just fire for their fuel, man.
And like I told you guys last night on the show, like it's almost too perfect for us. You know what I mean? Like,
And I picked the Bucks. That's almost a death sentence for the Bucks to win. Man. You know?
well, I picked
So do you
the
want to bring up the Cam Jordan talks when Jason Light roasted Cam Jordan on
fuck Cam
the
Jordan. Fuck
Oh.
Cam Jordan. All right. I'm sorry. He's not. He's
Cam
sitting
Jordan
on.
hasn't done a damn thing since he called out Donovan Smith that time, and then after he said that shit, not a single sack from him. Not
There you
a what 4 years now.
There you go. Light put him in
Oh.
his place. So,
Yep.
sorry, Cam. You're sitting on the couch. We're on the field Monday night. So, go ahead and watch. It's on ABC, ESPN.
Hey,
Philly
we
Sports Radio
say
talking
that
Phillies
Scott,
already.
What's that?
we said
Oh.
which one?
It was a comment saying Philly Sports Radio was talking Phillies already.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago, or a week ago, actually.
This is an interesting matchup. Carlton Davis versus AJ Brown. This is an interesting matchup Monday night. I want to see how Carlton does. He's really underperformed this year, and we'll see what happens. But
Is Devontae Smith playing?
yeah, he is. He's been practicing. Darius Slay has practiced. He's
He'll be on
back.
the field anyway.
Yeah.
But
Ben,
yeah, what's up?
see Scott's comment down there?
Nope.
Now I got something to say about that.
No. Okay.
I
yeah,
apologize, Scott. We told you that you have an issue staying on topic. We're wrong. You can damn sure stay on that topic forever, can't you?
You know, he might have kind of a point. I mean, listen, the Rams, where were they expected to win? 5-6 games this year? Now they're in the
7.5. 7.5.
7.5. They're in the playoffs. I mean, it's
So
a pretty damn.
They're talking about Todd Bowles, coach of the year.
That man has zero freaking emotion. I mean, his. Never mind.
It's not all right.
I'm not gonna say it.
At the end of the day, it's not emotion that gets you to the playoffs. It's how you code. It's the offensive and defensive coordinators you bring in to run your team, and so far he hasn't messed up any of that. So, but as far as coach of the year, no, not Sean McVay either. No, sorry. It's either D'Amico Ryans or
Stefanski.
the Browns guy.
Stefanski, yeah.
Stefanski.
That's gonna be a good game, and I can't fucking watch it. Wait, it's tomorrow's the Chiefs and Dolphins game.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. You don't have Peacock, do you?
I mean, I do, but I have duty tomorrow, so I won't be able to watch it.
Oh, okay.
I'll say,
Hey, I got a question, Ben.
Yeah.
Who plays the 4 o'clock game?
Oh,
The-
Browns and Texans. Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay.
The coach of the year award. It says coach of the year award. Can it be any of the coaches on the team, or does it specifically have to be a head coach?
Ooh, interesting. It never does really say head coach. They don't specify that, do they?
Because personally, I'd throw Ben Johnson in there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! What's his name? The old Browns head coach that went. The old Lions head coach that is with the Browns now as a defensive coordinator.
Jim Schwartz.
Schwartz as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Brilliant, man. He's a brilliant. Number one defense in the league, man.
I like the Browns tomorrow.
Yeah.
Their defense, I think, is going to win that game. Nothing against Texans, but man,
Jim, you had to pop my bubble, Jim. All right, it's Stefanski or Ryans then.
Do you know that famous quote? History has a tendency of repeating itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, a former. I'm not sure if you remember the New York Giants yacht pitcher when they had the bye week. The Ravens, for Odell, he got them a yacht. And then someone commented saying, Lamar, do not go on that yacht.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Lamar's not. He's focused. He's going to be ready to go in 2
That
years.
happened with a Miami player that ended up drowning. Remember that years ago? Shit. Him and some buddies went out fishing on a new boat.
Was that in the Gulf of Mexico? Was that one of our Bucks players?
Yeah, no, it was a Miami. Oh yeah, Bucks player was involved in that too.
Yeah, they were on the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, several years ago. Yeah, they went on it. They were never found, or a couple.
Well, they found, but only one of them was rescued.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was sad, man. That was.
Dang, I really
He,
wish I saw your guys' picks yesterday. Because I'm trying to see who you guys have playing the Ravens.
I rewatched the week 3, and we were without a lot of players on defense, and a few more
Ryan
went
Mallett.
out during the game. That's true. Yeah.
Jim says it was Ryan Mallett, I think, unless he's talking about something else.
Ryan Mallett. Not to look that up.
Yeah, it was sun fishing. It was. They anchored up, and the waves got too high, and they didn't leave enough slack in the anchor line. It pulled the boat down.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. Sioux fishing, Corey Brown. No, I think he's investing.
I said sun fishing.
The weather. How you guys doing over there, Johnny? Right now?
It's warm here, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the 40s and been storming all day. Rain. This week, tomorrow it's going to be in the 30s for highs, and then it drops to 20s for highs, and then drops into the teens for highs. But that's our normal weather. Usually, in the end of November, December, and on into March and May. But we're, like I said, I said earlier in one post I put up that we're 2 months behind on our winter, man.
Shit.
The weather we're having right now is like November weather. September, late November weather.
We're going through August weather right now.
Corey says chance storm Monday Night Football, Bucks versus Eagles. I saw a forecast. There's some rain during the day in Tampa. I think at night it might clear up, so might not be.
Who knows what's going on in Florida, man?
It's a lot going on right now. Well,
tornadoes in January.
It damn near feels like August on freaking steroids. I think it was Tuesday. They told everybody they had to, if they didn't have duty that day, they had to leave by 1:00 because they were shutting down all the bridges in Jacksonville.
Okay, that was it.
Ryan Mallett, yeah.
And then it was like heavy rain.
At a beach? No, this didn't happen at the beach. This is the one we're talking about, Jim. Happened out on a deep sea fishing thing, and there were 3 players out on the boat.
Yeah, and I think there's 4, like a friend of theirs, 3 players, and a friend of theirs that were there. So, yeah, out here we're like in the 40s right now, kind of same as you, Johnny, just in the 40s. Like
it's January, and we got the same weather as Nevada. Come on.
Yes,
Southern Nevada. I mean,
it's 71 here.
Nevada is like in the 20s. In Reno, like Winnemucca, all there. But I want to see tomorrow night's game. That weather, the Chiefs-Dolphins game. I want to see that game.
Did you hear the what the guy said today?
Which one?
Well, I heard Jason say it. Jason McCourty. He
Oh,
said,
okay.
"I got news for you, people. When it's that cold, every freaking buddy's cold.
Mhm.
It ain't just one side or the other."
Right.
And you know, Tua grew up in that stuff.
Mm.
He's played
Yeah.
in the cold before.
Oh yeah. Interested to see where his brother's going. If he'll get
I'm
that.
still saying Miami. I know that FSU thing caught fire there for a while.
Yeah, but we got DJ Ungulole.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Yeah, Miami
That's
makes sense. I mean,
it does.
or you
I'd
know,
love to
Florida.
see Miami with Talia playing there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like one of the number one offenses outside of Ohio State and stuff in the Big Ten, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So wherever he goes, I mean, they're probably going to get better. So we'll see where he goes. But like you
I
said,
think Miami could use it. I see. My dream is to have all three teams in Florida as dominant as they used to be. You know, that's my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, FSU will be number one. Miami has a chance to get better. Florida Gators, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens there. But here's Scott Thaler. Nick Schuler, a former USF football player, is the sole survivor. Raiders linebacker Marquise Cooper, Lions defensive end Corey Smith died, along with USF football player William Blakely. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was, I think it was like in the mid 2010s. I think that's when it happened. So
Yeah.
I'm about to. Sadly, I have duty tomorrow, so I'm about to head out.
All right, Alec, man, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Just another weekend straight of us having duty on a Saturday or Sunday. But
Well,
you
thank
all have
sir.
a great weekend.
You
and
too.
Stay safe.
All right, man. Take care, bud. All
Damn,
right.
Jim.
I honeymooned in Big Sky, Montana, a ski resort in mid-January, and the highs were in the upper 50s. Wow. In Montana?
I've been in Billings when it was in 90s and 100-degree temperatures, but that was in like late spring.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The weather will mess with you sometimes. You'll get warm weather.
It's never messed with me like this here, this year and last year and the year before. It's can steadily kept increasing in temperatures every year and through the winter. It's like, and in the summer. I mean, last year we got a couple of 100-degree days, which is unheard of here, dude.
Yeah.
You know, our average before this decade, the average temperatures in Pennsylvania were in the summer in the upper 70s and low 80s. Okay. Now we're starting to look at upper 80s and shit in mid 90s.
Yeah.
That's
shit. I mean, if you're 2 months behind, you'll probably get snow in April. Probably, but
we've had snow in April.
Okay, well, maybe in May. Yes. You'd like that because you love the cold weather. So
I do love the cold weather. That's why I moved here, man. And it's leaving now. I guess I brought the Florida heat with me or something, you know?
Yes. Urban Meyer misses Florida Gators. I don't think so. I don't think he misses it.
He misses the respect he used to get.
Yeah. By the way, if you haven't seen that documentary on Netflix, Swamp Kings.
Yeah, that's a good
documentary. Much as I hate Florida, that was a very good documentary. Except for the part where a player unfortunately took his own life because he had problems.
That explained a lot about Urban Meyers, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody was scratching their head. What the hell? Why are you keeping that son of a bitch on the team, man? You know?
Yeah.
He already kicked one guy off when he could have reached a hand out to him, and the guy committed suicide. So
yeah,
that would impact your decision making quite a bit right there.
Right.
That's all I've got nice to say about Urban Meyer. I'm done with that.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Christopher Cole, don't forget USF Bulls to be in the conversation.
Nope, UCF. Come on, it's nights all day, and in Vegas we night it up, man.
Oh, he's talking about the Florida teams.
I know he's talking about USF Bulls. I said Knights, the UCF Knights.
Knights, yeah. Yeah,
I will never not be pissed at the Bulls for destroying Tampa Field, the Raymond James Field and shit all the time just before a game. I hate that, man. Players go out there and twisting ankles and shit because of them.
But as far as they're getting better. USF, they're getting there. They're made a bowl game. They won. I think they blew out like Georgia Tech, I believe. So, they're getting better.
Doug Williams built them a training facility, and they fired him for it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
for building a facility.
Yeah, you remember he was president of football operations for USF there for a while.
Yeah, and he also the Orlando team or the Tampa team, Arena Football League.
Yeah,
Storm. Yeah.
Oh no, that was Derek Brooks.
Oh, okay. You're right. Derek Brooks. Sorry. Fred says weather is forcing me to go into work 9 p.m. Monday. Now I get to watch the game with Eagle fans. Oh, bummer.
Wow, Scott. You've got Fox 13, my station. I'm shocked that you even know who Fox 13 is, dude.
Yeah.
Google's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
No, but I'm glad you gave me that information, though, because I didn't know it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we have Off the Rails, man. We go off the rails into Google machine. And speaking of Peacock, Oppenheimer will be out February 16th to stream on Peacock. So I
was just being nice to Scott, and you had to bring up Peacock, man.
Okay, well,
Scott, come off the $4.99 and just go get Peacock, okay, dude?
Well, speaking of Washington, look who's in the house. Sean Spencer. How's it going, sir?
I'm coming to join you.
What's going on, gentlemen? How you doing?
How you doing, bud?
What's going on with you, bud?
I'm good. Good to go. I just want to first and foremost say I am glad Have At It is back. I've missed it the last couple weeks. I don't know if you've been on or not, but I just want to say I am glad that you are back.
Well, thank you.
That's the first thing. And secondly, I'm going to say it because I am not too proud to admit when I was wrong. You guys told me Sam was not the answer, and it looks like we're going to probably get one of the top 2 picks. So it was nice while it lasted.
Okay, I mean, but I got to give him some credit. I mean, I'm not speaking for Johnny, I'll speak for myself. Hal did some good things. I mean, I liked the Eagles game. First time in Philly, went to overtime, played well, kept him in games. I do think you do need to get a quarterback eventually because, but you got to work on the line, draft the trenches. But new ownership. I mean, this was a year, Sean, where, and I'm not making excuses, but this was a rebuilding year, man. Not just on the field, but off the field with the whole ownership change and everything. I mean, it takes a lot, man. Wouldn't you agree that that kind of played into it, or is that more of an excuse?
Well, what part are you asking me to agree to? Because I mean, I had all my quote unquote excuses all throughout the year, and it didn't. I mean, he still wasn't good. So,
do you think change of ownership maybe affected this team a little bit?
No, do I think? Well, I mean, obviously, we need a year to get over, all the stuff that Dan Snyder. But are we talking about the team, or are we talking about Sam?
Just the team, the organization itself. Going through that ownership change right before the season started.
And a new offensive coordinator too, man. You didn't have time to put any kind of developmental staff in place, dude, and get anything done with it.
Now, no disrespect, guys, but this sounds exactly like all the stuff I was saying to you mid-season.
But some things are true, whether you're using it as an excuse or whether it's just bold truth, man. And that's the truth, man. I don't care.
But how do we that? I guess that was my question all year. How do we judge a quarterback if we know everything around him is crap? And you talked about
proven judge. Time.
Which is
time. Back in the old days, people had
don't have that.
I understand that. So what we have to do is, if you guys keep him, see how he develops as a backup or whatever, and then comes back in, or if he goes somewhere else, and is used appropriately, like as a backup, and then gets a shot one day, and then we see what he goes from there. It's time, dude. I know football is such an impatient sport these days, but development is not. You can't. Development is blind to impatience. You know what I mean?
Well, I look. So I guess, Johnny. I mean, that was my entire argument. You know what I mean? Like the last 3 years, we've done a quarterback. We've gotten a quarterback, and we've moved on from him after the year. There is no loyalty in this league. In my opinion, this was a throwaway season. We all knew it because of Snyder being gone and, EB in here, and everybody's already saying EB should be the head coach and all this nonsense. So I knew where the season was. But my issue, I think, was that Sam, despite all that, sacked more than anybody else, played every single game. Except when obviously they took him out a couple games, but still started every single game. First quarterback to do that since Kirk Cousins. Still was top 10 in passing yards. And I know everybody says, oh, that's garbage yards. Well, we got 3 or 4 games that came down. Actually, matter of fact, I think 6 games were one possession games that came down to the wire that he kept us in. And unfortunately, the second half of the season, after obviously we already were preparing for the future. The pass rush was we traded that away, so it felt like the team had already given up, and yet he's still playing. And then I don't know. At the end of the day,
I don't want to see Sam in another starting role right away, because that thing about time, it also works on quarterbacks. He's going to need time to let his memory put a Band-Aid over all those sacks. He's going to have time to let a Band-Aid get over a mental Band-Aid to get over all the bad plays and the bad play calls and his mistakes, because he's just going to dwell on that shit every time he steps on the field.
My only argument, Sean, was I felt like when they named Sam Howell the starter right before preseason, I kind of had an issue with that, only because you brought in Brissett. I wanted to see a competition, but I felt like maybe Sam Howell just got the job too soon. Just already he was named starting quarterback. I would have liked to see a competition with him and Brissett, in my opinion. Do you think they should have named him right away, or do you think they could have had an actual competition to see who the better QB was?
I can't think of a better backup quarterback right now than Brissett. I mean, I think Brissett deserves a shot at starting somewhere.
I agree that he deserves a spot starting somewhere, but we also know that Brissett's a career backup. You know what I mean? Like, he can get you wins, but you're not going to build your franchise around the guy. My whole thing about Sam is, let's say what it is. You guys talked about it. Head coach was a problem. EB's first year in, he's trying to do his whole thing. We're still getting over the Dan Snyder stuff. Our O-line is trash. We have, if you look on paper, we have 2 or 3 top 100, top 50, top 65 wide receivers. But if you don't have time to throw it, if your receivers are dropping balls, a lot of things. Look, never ran the ball. Have to rely on the run.
Max?
Oh, you can't?
No, we can hear you now. But yes,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. Finish up. What were you going to say?
No, honestly, I don't know. I really have to go back now myself and kind of evaluate things as far as the way I kind of watch the games and whatnot, because what I saw, and I like I said, I admitted I was wrong, but what I saw was a quarterback that was the only bright spot that we had on the team. Even our veterans were struggling. The whole team kind of gave up on the season.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's
fair.
And so, at the end of the day, I guess the question becomes, do we want to be the Tampa Bay Bucks of 2020, the Rams of 2021, where we build up, we just get all these, we get a big name QB, we get make these moves, solidify some pieces, and go for 1 year? Or do I want to be the Chiefs or the Patriots, where we take time and build it up? Now, you're going to have a QB. I think we have one, But if you don't win in this league, it does not matter. It doesn't matter
True.
what good you do. If you do not win, people will remember that.
You
know,
got to take your
and
under new ownership, Sean. I think you got to rebuild because you want it in their vision. And now that you got Bob Myers from the Warriors, who brings that, I know it's a different sport, but he has that championship mindset to know how to build teams. That's what he did with the Golden State Warriors. You know, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. It took years to build.
Does he have enough football connections, though? I don't know if he does, because a GM really has to be able to negotiate with other GMs.
Well, Bob's not an actual GM. He would be an advisor for the. He's an advisor.
As an advisor, okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's just helping us get it done. But Peters, I'm very excited that we got him from San Francisco.
From the Niners. Yep. Yeah.
But again, it goes back to what you said, Johnny, that this is a league that you need time, and unfortunately, we are in a league that is in such a hurry to pick the next biggest, best thing that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter the guy that we have. It doesn't matter any progress we have. If you're not winning in this league, you're nothing. We can sit here and talk all day about Dak and all the interceptions and how he's just a better Kirk Cousins, but he wins. And at the end of the day, like, people remember you for the last thing you did. And the last 6 games, Sam has looked like trash.
And you know what's funny is it's kind of a curse too with a guy like CJ Stroud. He came right into the league, blown it up, man. Like
it's those guys that make everybody think that you can just go grab a quarterback and do that. That wasn't just a quarterback they drafted in that. They drafted Wilson and they what's the cornerback's name?
Will Anderson. Yeah.
No, the cornerback.
For who?
Oh, you're talking about Stingley.
Stingley, yeah, Derek Stingley. They had a good draft all the way through. It wasn't just the first 3. It was, they drafted well all the way through.
And that's the other side to it, though. I mean, look, when we say that we were bottom of the barrel, we were bottom of the barrel in every single facet. Even the players that voted, you know how they did that little thing where they voted on the best facilities? We were dead last in that. Everybody knows about the sewers. They're cutting off the showers. Everybody knows all these things. So it's just like, I look at it, and hey, you guys have been through it. I watch my team left and right. You guys know I talk about it every week of the year. And so I've seen how just terrible things were. And yeah, I was definitely trying to get super hyped because it's not every day that you get the quarterback that you watched all throughout college come and play for your team. But mind you, the guy is still a 5th round pick. You know what I mean? He did not come into a great situation, like we've all said. And it's one of those things where it's just a shame that everybody's gonna remember how bad the team was, and everybody's gonna remember all the sacks, and everybody's gonna remember, oh, he held on to the ball too long. And for me, like, I don't know, I watch it so much deeper than that, where I'm just like, the dude actually looks decent when he was doing well, but it's only so much time. Like, if you have a really good defense with no offense, it's only so much time when your defense is going to give in because their offense keeps giving the ball away. And that's with Sam. Sam didn't have any help.
Sean, he's Baker Mayfield, except with not the experience or the offensive line. He's big. He's little Baker. I mean, he's going to make some mistakes. He'll make some of those.
He's tough as he is.
But yeah, I mean,
he's tough. I give him,
very tough. No doubt about it.
You can't take that many hits in a season and not be tough, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Sam in that aspect. All the respect in the world for Sam Howell. I mean, he didn't complain, and that's another thing I like about Sam Howell. Sean, he didn't complain. Like, he got up, went to the next play. He tried to rally his team around. So he does have those leadership qualities that you like. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be very interesting to see what the Commanders do in the offseason with the new GM, which I think is exciting. You're getting somebody from San Francisco who's been around a team that's built a winner. Hopefully that'll elevate you guys to the next level.
I want to be able to root for the Commanders. I really do. I spent so many years hating that team because of the ownership. I want to be able to root for them because I don't want to just be. All right, I have this thing about the NFC East. Whoever can beat Dallas, I'm rooting for them. You know what I mean?
I get that.
And I'm tired of rooting for the Giants, bro. You know, come on,
Right.
come
Well,
on,
yeah,
Washington. I want to see Washington be the first team to just start loading pennants up in that house again. You guys got 3 Super Bowls, right?
Yep.
All
Three
right,
Super
we're
Bowls,
still-
3 different
we're-
quarterbacks.
We're still a Super Bowl behind you, okay? So,
Yeah, but
I
you
feel
did
you,
get to have
brother.
the GOAT. You did get to have the GOAT, so.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Would you said something about you don't want to be in that position like the Bucks are,
Yeah,
but we got 3 straight title wins, right?
yeah.
Division title wins. Okay. Would you love to have that right now?
No.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, anything would be better than this. But no. But to your point, though. But to your point, this is why I was one of the few people that in 2020 was kind of like, why did we just make the playoffs? Because the last 3 years we have picked 16th, I think 8th. No, we had picked 16th. We picked 11th in 2021, and then traded back to 17th. And then last year, I think we picked like 17th or 18th. You're not getting anybody
That
great
draft
unless
position
someone
sucks.
falls.
I know that's where we're at right now, and I hate it. I hate
Wow.
that.
Well, and see, that's my issue because when you look at it, we got Damon Davis, never panned out. Emmanuel Forbes, we benched him halfway through the season. And then the other guy, Jahan Dotson, but we traded back to get him. He turned out great, but he had a down year this year.
Yeah.
So part of the problem was Ron, and he was in charge of the personnel, and he wasn't getting personnel. But Ron was also the same guy that said this year, I didn't know how good Sam Howell was. And we're like, dude, are you serious? You're watching him every day in practice. You're telling me you didn't know that he was better than Carson Wentz and Taylor Heineke?
Sean, he's a defensive guy. That's the problem. He's a defense. It's like Belichick. He's a defensive mind. They don't have that to hire.
We watched him for years with the Panthers, man, and every year the fan base was like, "Get rid." He got Cam Newton, went on a run with Cam Newton, got lucky, and then he wouldn't give up on Cam Newton when he needed to. Okay,
well, but the thing,
because
and
he
he
thought
also,
Cam Newton was just going to pull him back out of it.
but the big thing about him is who he, at least when he was at Carolina, he had Luke Kuechly, one of the best linebackers of the 2000s for sure. When he was with Washington, he never got a legit linebacker. Jamin Davis he drafted. We picked up David Mayo, Kaliki Hudson. Like, we have never got, this year we got Cody Barton from Seattle. He's terrible. We never got a legitimate linebacker to hold down the middle. So we couldn't stop the run. Everybody thought our defensive line was the second coming of the greatest of the fearsome foursome, but they weren't. Chase Young and Montez Sweat, they played for Chase Young and Montez Sweat. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give Montez his credit. He's the only player in NFL history to lead 2 teams in sacks at the end of the year. But I don't know if that says as much about him as it says how poorly we played.
The development, lack of development, Sean.
Can I respond to that real quick to Christopher?
Oh, yeah.
Christopher, that's a fucking awesome show. That's not pretty good.
In right now. I'm 2 episodes in.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's a fucking awesome show, man.
Yes. That goes great. Yes, check it out, Sean, if you got Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. Yeah, I'll check that out. I think Cat's got this.
Cool. Man, we're rooting for you, Sean. As a friend, we're rooting for you, man, for your team.
I'm rooting for you, and I might not be able to root for you too long if you keep losing to Dallas, though.
Well, then you might not be able to root for us because
it's
been a while, Johnny.
Hey, the Saints have this thing called Bounty Gate. You guys can sneak one of those in there or something. Break some Dallas legs or something.
Johnny, where did Greg Williams come from? He came from Washington. We went in a 3-year span. I think we won a total of like 7 games, and each one of those years we finished with a top 5 defense.
Think of
And
the
people are like-
irony of you guys getting a Greg Williams on your team after what happened to Joe Theismann.
Well, yeah. Well, but our karma was Alex Smith, though.
Yeah.
That was the karma for that.
Yeah.
Man, he needs to get a
I
new
liked
stadium.
Alex Smith a lot, man. I really did. That was
I
one
love the guy.
intelligent guy, man.
He was.
I
You
love
need to
him.
get a new stadium, man. That was, or whatever. I mean, Theismann, Alex Smith. I mean, you're building on a Native American burial ground.
You're building your own boneyard there, man.
Well, yeah. But now RFK, in my opinion, yes, it was absolutely a dump. We all know that. But
It's horse troughs.
it was our stadium. You talk about some home field advantage. That was home field advantage, because the thing about it is, it really wasn't that stable. So when the fans got going, the stadium literally rocked.
It scared the shit out of me. I went there one time, man, and that place scared the shit out of me. All right, most stadiums have the trough, okay, in the restaurant.
Oh,
Most
God.
stadiums do. But that one, oh my God, that place stunk so fucking bad. I was like, holy shit, is this the visitors' troughs or something?
but mind you, Johnny,
somewhere else.
Johnny, this is what I grew up on. I grew up on going and thinking that was normal. You know what I mean? Like when I first started seeing all these big stadiums, I thought little old 55,000 RFK was just the biggest thing in the world. So I really started realizing, like, oh shoot, we got a terrible stadium. Look at these other ones.
The Lakeland Dreadnoughts in Florida have a better stadium.
Yeah, it was rough. It was ours though. You know what I mean? Like people feared coming into DC. Like they knew, because I mean, we were just junkyard. We were gritty. We were, those teams. Doug is a prime example, and you guys had him. He was gutsy. He was gritty, and he was about 2 seconds away from being traded mid-season, the Super Bowl season. He almost got traded to the Raiders. And then Joe Gibbs said, you know what? I'm going to keep you here. And Doug said, shut the hell you are. He said, you can't keep me here. I want to be a starter with the Raiders.
Doug's whole lifetime was on the verge of being something.
God.
You know, the most money he ever made in a season was the equivalent to the 45th highest paid quarterback in the league. The 45th. So he never, even when he was a starter, he was never paid starter money, dude.
They did him so dirty. And when you really think about it, everybody looks at Super Bowl 22, but this guy was a torn bicep away from you guys beating the Rams and going to the Super Bowl. Was it 19? Oh, no, Super Bowl 14, right?
Yeah, it was 1979.
1979,
yeah. Super Bowl 14. Their last of the 4 in 6 years.
I guess it wouldn't have done us no good because the Rams beat us and got their asses handed to them by Pittsburgh. So
yeah, but the Rams were in that game until 2 late touchdowns. I mean, it was a closer game towards that. But even still, you guys lost to the Rams. What was it, 9-6 or?
Yeah.
Like
12 to 6.
Oh man,
11-6 in '99. Yeah.
If he would have stayed on that squad, I mean,
No, we had
that's why McKay left, dude. That's why McKay
ruined it.
I love when McKay, they would talk about him in the old NFL stills. He's like, hey, Dougie, you got him, Dougie. But you don't get that type of closeness. You know what I mean? And how Joe Gibbs, his whole relationship with Doug Williams and everything. And we know, we know of the time and the limited amount of African American quarterbacks and all that type of stuff. And you talked about, Johnny, how low he was paid. Yep. But to do that, the same job for far less, and still basically resurrect 2 franchises. Now, maybe he didn't resurrect Washington because we were good before that. But I mean, he definitely brought you guys up.
100%. Well, him and Leroy.
Well, yeah. You guys always had a defense.
Oh, dude, go on YouTube. I know you do, Sean, but go on YouTube. Watch those old games, man. Those are especially with the high definition now.
Who do you guys go to watch those? I go to, there's a guy named Dave Volosky, VOL like ASKY or something like that. That plays a lot of the old 80s games. And there's another one that's like 80s, like the channel's called like 80s football cards or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I just put it in the search engine, like on YouTube. But let's say Bucks Eagles from the 79 divisional round game. I watched that like not too long ago. A lot of fun, man.
I sent you, what did I send you guys? I sent you, maybe it was one of the 70s game. I know I sent you one from like 95 where we played you guys and Eric Rett just ran all over us. You guys had
probably Eric's best game. I love Eric. He didn't have a lot of great games.
No, he killed us. Between him and Reggie Cobb, those guys just worked us, man. Those were early 90s.
Reggie Cobb, man.
I had his rookie card.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean, for your blessing from Mr. Alex Schomburg.
I tried to get on here while Alec was on here. That's my guy. I apologize I wasn't able to.
Well, duty calls, man. He's got to be up early, serving our country. So,
amen.
Shout out to him. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, Sean, I got to tell you, the 2-3 Ben Zone, we're going to try it next week.
Okay.
Again, we're just busy. I talked to Nick last night. We're going to do a wrestling show this week as well. So,
yes,
if you're available, we'll try Wednesday. How about that? Okay. So, unless you got the Washington Weekly, right? You still got that going?
I don't know. We're really waiting to see who we pick up as head coach. We were thinking about, obviously the news with Peters happened yesterday?
Yep.
Yesterday, so we didn't go on Wednesday. But yeah, we're kind of just waiting to see what happens with the coaching situation, and we'll probably go on then. So right now, and then this is actually a question I wanted to ask you guys. Right now, the only thing really going for LTF would be Let's Talk Football, and obviously Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable, and the Ladies Show. So, and I'm only on Let's Talk Football because the college show obviously is taking a little bit of hiatus to, I'm gonna let Alex just live on his cloud 9 for a little bit.
Speaking of Alex,
I just want to say one last thing before I go to sleep. Thank you, Sean, for making Oregon great again. Ever since you said your quack comment, Oregon's been on the uprise.
Quack, quack.
And your blessing
quack, baby.
You have officially made Oregon great again.
Let's
you,
go.
Sean Spencer.
Could I be an honorary duck?
If you want to.
Let's go.
We're already looking at their colors, man. Ben had to put the highlighter on their colors.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
Quack, quack. I'm out.
Quack, quack, baby. My guy. All right, man.
Oh, Mr. Schomburg, man.
Oh,
my God. You did that just for you.
I appreciate it. But look, so what are you doing? Because I know, Johnny, you and I had talked about Tales from the Driver's Side potentially picking back up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like, what are you guys doing for the off season? I mean, outside of 2-3 Ben Zone and the wrestling.
It's really, honestly, it's for me. I want that Tales from the Driver's Side. I'm going to push that driving group, man, because it's the fastest growing group I've got. It's getting big.
Yeah.
So, and that's having privacy on and stuff, because all these sluts putting their crap in there.
Dude.
I've shut all my groups down. I've shut all my groups down and shit. And those shots.
Yo, so in one of the groups, I have a Let's Talk like college basketball, one of those other ones. Somehow, I don't know how, maybe Delilah did this, but they let Kat be one of the admins. So you remember you and I, Johnny, were talking about, we've been starting to get the influx of all of like nudie pictures and porn and all this shit.
Yep.
So one day she sends me a message. She's like, "Who is this girl getting fucked on your page? Like, what are you doing? Yada, yada, yada." And I'm just like, dude, are you serious? Like, what in the world? I was like, wait, how did you become an admin? And she's like, this is what you're doing in your groups. I was like, dude, no.
Sean, they're driving to the hole, is what they're doing.
Yeah. 2-3 Ben Zone, baby.
Drain one.
Nothing but nylon.
Let's go. Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we got to get the 2-3 bend zone back going. I'll let you know, Sean, for sure, man. I got to
Okay.
have you on. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, it's still January, but we're heating up. February usually heats up. Gets close to March Madness, man. I'm excited this year. This is going to be and it's
All right.
unique, Sean, because we're not going to have a Pac-12 next year. This is the last year
No.
for the Pac-12 before
That's crazy.
Oregon, Washington goes to the Big Ten.
Hey,
UCLA.
hey, goodbye.
All right. Speaking of
But that's-
baseball, no, I'm just
So
kidding.
crazy. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just
No, I
going
was
to say
talking about Oregon. I was talking about the Pac-10.
Arizona.
I did not mean to say
Pac-2.
Oregon. Excuse me, Alec, if you're still listening.
Arizona,
Whack.
going to the Big 12. Big 12 this year, Sean, in college basketball. Look at that. I mean, Cincinnati almost beat Texas the other night.
Craziness.
BYU's in there. I mean, dude, it's going to be a good basketball league, the Big 12.
I think
in my
that's what I think that's what I overlooked because we were so, knee deep in college football. I completely, it didn't even register to me that it goes all the way around. It's not just Pac-12 football, but Pac-12 all these other sports. So now them hopping in on basketball and all that is crazy. Because what Stanford and Cal are ACC, right?
Yeah,
Or did that-
and SMU
Yeah.
too, going to the ACC.
Wow.
Arizona State.
Stanford and
Utah-
Cal are going to go into the ACC while Clemson and Florida State go to the Big Ten.
Are they moving?
Well,
They're trying to.
They're trying
They're
to.
trying
yeah.
to.
But Norvell got the 8-year contract extension. Florida State told him, "We're paying you no matter what, so you're not going anywhere."
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I'm happy because Norvell's great, man.
It's about time. It's about
Yeah.
time.
I don't want to hear this Dion crap. Florida
Yeah,
State.
don't get that. No.
No,
Mm-mm.
we got our guy, and Dion needs to worry.
Oh, wait a minute. You did. Oh, so you could pawn Dion off on me, but you don't want him? Get out of here.
Yeah, that sounds like you and EB, Johnny. You're like, he's going to be your next coach. Wait a
We're
minute.
going to get Warren Sapp next year.
Not EB. We were talking about Wink, and you got all offended. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I was just
No,
looking out.
you didn't offend me. I saw the 2 games that he did amazing at when he was with the Giants this year, and they were both against us. I know he's good if he has a defense, but the key is if he has a defense, and we don't have that right now.
Well, get it in place with John Harbaugh, where he gets to pick out his defensive players in his drafts and shit. I don't know what kind of organization you're running there, where the defensive coordinator don't have any input into the fucking draft. But not you. I'm sorry, my bad. I was talking about the Giants. My bad.
But still,
God,
still,
how did I make that mistake?
look at last year though. We really ran Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio. Think about that. 2 NFL linebackers in their time, and yet we could never get a decent NFL linebacker.
I haven't developed one either.
Del Rio's time's been over since he was in Jacksonville, dude.
Right? It's craziness. It's craziness, man.
See that comment right there?
I think a lot of that when a defensive coordinator becomes a head coach, I think they keep they call it airplane mothering or helicopter mothering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to keep their hands in too much pie and not let the guys do their job.
Yeah, you got spot on here,
say that again, right. Say that again, Johnny, after reading this comment.
Oh my God. Great little combo.
Putting hands in pie.
We can get worse, buddy.
I just having a field day right now.
Yeah. Dirty old man. No.
I'm just wait a minute. I'm just executing my inner black instigator.
Your inner black woman, adolescent girl.
Get the woman part out.
Oh my goodness, stir it in pot, Johnny.
So we're bringing the messenger onto the screen now, or OTR messenger onto the screen.
Oh man.
Love
did
it.
that last night, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yo, so I haven't gotten to the end of the show. What happened at the end?
We put up the
Anything-
shit show banner, and we let Marty go on a rant for about 15 minutes, and then we ended the show.
Pizza. It's about my pizza. You don't touch your man's pizza.
2 weeks later, he's still bitching about that pizza, dude.
You don't touch another man's pizza. You understand
Oh
me?
my
No.
God, Marty. Craziness. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's have SC. Oh, Scott, stop.
Oh my goodness, God. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let's have SC. Oh God. All right, I'll go with it. All right, hey gentlemen. All right, I'm going to be listening. I'll be in the comments. I appreciate you letting me come on here and vent. I've missed you guys, but we will definitely do this. Johnny might have to rain check going on this weekend because Kat she got sick. I don't know if she's really sick. I also don't know if she's listening. So if she's listening, I'm sorry, babe. I know.
Well, if she's listening, you'll be in the car already for the.
Yeah. You already got the blanket in there and everything.
Johnny,
I know.
I'm in the car right now, Johnny.
About
Come
to
on,
go to
Johnny.
bed.
You already knew, Johnny. Come on. You think she'd let me be on this long, this late? No, no way.
No. And if Kat, if you're listening, it's not me. It's not my fault. Don't blame me.
I'm a folder, yeah.
Ben did it. Ben did it. Ben did it.
Hey, stop it.
Hey, I just wanted to have at it, and I appreciate y'all letting me have at it. All right, I'm heading out of here. I appreciate you guys. I'll hop on in the comments.
Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate it. Love you, buddy. Take care, man.
All right, love you too, guys. All right, bye.
All right. There you have it. Mr. Sean Spencer in the house. Love having him on there, man.
See, we're not just angry people. We got love for everybody. Well, almost everybody.
Fred Swayze Moore says Scott's turning this into the bend over zone. Hey, you know that I've been thinking about a late night show after
Christ, how much later do you want to get? It's already 11:33 for me. Stay up another. We'll stay on another half hour. Call it Midnight Madness show.
Shout out to my good friend Bill Siebert, man. Yeah, he had I remember that show. He did that
was a great show, man. I loved it, man. Bill would go off. I can't do those kind of rants, man. I try, trust me, I try, but I have to be worked up for that. And it's got to be something that really irks me. You know what I mean?
Midnight Madness. So we got to think about that. On the road again is Mr. Scott Taylor. Okay, let's talk about Johnny's show that's coming up. I'm hoping. What about the other show you had? The entertainment show did you just pretty much said no?
Season hit. Lack of co-hosts.
Co-host. I mean, we could really get into the Echo. I got to finish the other 3 episodes, but I mean,
Echo is motherfucking amazing, dude.
Yes.
It is, and the sad thing is because it's on Disney Plus, people are not. There's a lot of people who won't see it.
Yeah,
and it's you saw Hawkeye, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It ties. It's a smooth transition, dude. It's a very smooth transition, and it's brutal. You know, well, Hawkeye was pretty brutal too, but this was this was kind of like
I love that the Native American culture is getting their respect.
Yeah,
you're seeing shows like
and that get a little bit deeper with that too as it goes along.
Right. So as a Native American yourself, I'm sure that just makes you proud, man, to see something.
It does. What's the animated one that they do? Oh shit, I can't think, man.
It's on Disney Plus too.
Yeah. It won awards last year when season 1 came out.
I forget, John.
The Watcher is narrating it, and it's the What If series.
What If? Oh, okay.
The What If series introduced a new character, Native American girl.
Oh, okay.
Badass. I think they're kind of trying to transition her to taking Captain Marvel's place or something. I don't know yet because she's not in the comic books. She's only on that What If series.
On What If? Okay.
She's
Gotcha.
become the most popular person in that Marvel's put out in years, dude.
So Echo is about this Native American girl who.
By the
up-
way, the
Okay.
girl who plays her is actually deaf and mute and
Yeah.
has one leg.
That's right.
Okay. And that's the real actress playing that. And that's how Echo is supposed to be portrayed.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. She was in Oklahoma. Her father was in the gang syndicate, doing
Kingpin Syndicate.
Correct. Thank you. They moved. She got in an accident, automobile accident. Knife went through her leg. They had to amputate it, but they moved to New York, and years later, she got trained by the Kingpin, to be an assassin, more or less. And then, so now she's like, yeah, that's what she is. Pretty much a vigilante who, takes out bad guys. But it's a great show, man. Check it out, Sean.
You cut that up too much.
So-
Her training didn't start with Kingpin. He just fine-tuned the assassin part of it. Her
Right.
training started because of her amputation and shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it's a great show. Check it out. Yeah. History type show.
After hours.
Oh, Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, you and Scott would get along just good.
I think Fred can only take so much at a time.
Yeah. Is it modern? Yeah. It's brand new. Just came out a few days ago.
They dropped the whole season at once too, so you can binge it. It's the only show. It's the only show I've ever binged with Tracy where we sat down and binged the entire thing. Usually Tracy is good for a 1 or 2 episode binge, and that's it. We did the whole. It's 6 episodes, so it's not that long. But for Tracy to binge that all at one time was amazing. She loves it. She loved it.
Oh, okay. You meant the time period, Sean.
It jumps around.
Jumps around, yeah, from like
Just
early 90s.
flashbacks and then current, and then the flashbacks to what happened in the Hawkeye thing. So you keep up with everything that's going on. It has to kind of do that to fill you in on everything that's happening. If you didn't watch, for a lot of people didn't watch Hawkeye. So yeah, she's not here right now, Sean, but I'll tell her.
Yeah. I'm censoring myself. I have to get an okay. All right. So
I have to get an echo in the bedroom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh man. So yeah, guys, anybody that has Disney Plus out there, do check it out. I do got to catch up on the final 3 episodes. I'm going to try to watch one tonight and finish up this weekend.
We can see Scott. I mean, Sean. Oh my God, I called him Scott. My bad.
Yeah, that's something you got to work out with Johnny. I would advise it. I mean, if you want to sleep in your car at night every Friday after each show, then by all means. And I respect you for that. I just, I don't want you to get in trouble either.
Hey, the new SUV lineups are really comfortable, Sean. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh man. And he goes, I have a blanket in here. Yeah, there you go. He's prepared.
There you go.
You might pretty soon have to start like a van life or a car life show on YouTube, man.
Don't say van life.
All right. I'm going to admit something to everybody right here on this show.
Oh
right
no,
now.
here we go. You do not have a white Econoline.
No.
Okay. Thank
I
God.
watch van life videos on YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know that obsession.
Dude. Okay. Yeah, I can admit to that too.
I mean, listen, 2020, we had the pandemic, so we had to stay in. We had to watch stuff. YouTube. I just
You'll
got
always be welcome on my doorstep, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Oh,
You deal with the
I'm gonna
dogs.
show up on you.
They'll lick you to death, man, and get hair all over you.
You're talking about your dogs, right? I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm not going to attack Scott. I think he's out of the chat now, so I don't know.
man. I'm
Dude, I can't. All right, I don't. Scott, I'll tell Scott tomorrow if he doesn't hear this right now. He's already heard it from me anyway. Dude, I cannot get over this Peacock thing with him. He is so uptight about spending $4.99 for Peacock. He says he's going to go to a sports bar to watch his game. and he's going to drink a beer there or 3 beers. So you've already spent more than you're going to spend on Peacock, dude. What the hell, bro?
And not only that, Johnny, but right now Peacock is offering a 1 year for what, $30, I think it is.
I don't know. I get it free. So
okay. Well, what I'm saying, they're having a special offer for the first year. You pay like $20 or $30 for the whole year. I mean, come on.
Well, what is that? It's $4.99. It's $4.99 a month, right? So
yeah,
divide that by a year.
I mean,
I guess
you're saving half. You're saving like $30-$40 a year. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Peacock's a great service, not just for football, but movies.
It is. There's some great movies on there.
Yeah, great old classic shows on there. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't really
beat good documentaries. I'm not going to say great documentaries. I think Max and Disney Plus with Hulu is kind of taking over the documentary genre now.
Yeah.
Netflix used to own it, but Netflix has been slacking. But Netflix is bringing in some movies now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it though has to do with the fact that they're losing money.
There he is.
And, yeah.
I'll get NBC with an antenna. Okay, there's a lot of stuff on Peacock you can't get on NBC though.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And there you go, Sean, right there. How's all my WWE stuff? Yeah, you go watch all that stuff. Saturday Night Live. I go on there sometimes, watch the old Saturday Night Lives.
I watched the old John Belushi ones.
Yeah. Yep. I love the Eddie Murphy ones.
Eddie Murphy, John Belushi,
Gilda Radner. I mean, those are some great shows, man. Like
Jane, you slut. Yeah, John.
Yeah. We're not reading that other comment there. Just
a chicken is not a peacock. Just letting you know, man.
No, I'm thinking of button on a fur coat more. Scott's. We're almost at the hour and 40-minute mark, man. I can't believe it. Time just flown by.
This is very unusual. See, I told you you're working on that Midnight Madness show, man.
Well, we are about 17 minutes away just from.
Yep.
What are we gonna do for 17 minutes, man?
It's not even 17. Oh yeah, it is 17. I was looking at the wrong time. That one's not even set.
Oh, anything else we want to stretch 17 minutes on to? I mean,
there's some good movies coming out. I'd have to go look at my thing to give you an update on them. You want an update on the movies that are coming out, man? Okay, here's one for one thing. The hottest movie in the world today is Godzilla -1. That is the number one hottest movie in the world. They're already working on Godzilla -2. Okay. But from it's got the fan ratings are tops. It's got the what's that called? The the garbage or the thing. My brain ain't working, man. Those other ratings that everybody goes by.
The Nielsen ratings.
No, not the Nielsen. That's TV ratings.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. Thank you. I can't think of tomatoes because they look like two cherries sitting there. I'm like,
right, yeah.
But they got the highest ratings in Rotten Tomatoes on movies.
Rotten apples.
Rotten apples. Updated.
Yeah, I know you watch it, Scott.
I don't really want to say nothing right now because that sounds kind of perverted to me. How old is Millie Bobby Brown? Come on, man.
I think she's like 20.
Okay, so still, Scott, how much money do you have? There's an equivalent here with if the girl's the age difference between the guy and the girl is like this, the higher difference, the larger the difference is in age, the more money you better have in your pocket. Just saying.
I mean,
you get to a certain point, she's a gold digger. You know what I mean? And that only happens when you're rich, dude.
But I mean, Scott's getting to almost Al Pacino level. Seriously, I mean, like Like, look at this comment. I can't touch, but I can look. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well,
He's
I'm
your-
sure there's actions going on in your head too. So
He's your-
you are actually taking
He's
action.
your friend, Scott. Or Johnny, he's your friend.
John introduced me to him.
Oh, did he?
Oh, actually, I introduced him to Sean. Damn, I'm sorry, Sean.
What do you say?
I guarantee he does.
Scott probably comes as a door number.
And he ain't the dude either. I mean, you know what I mean? What's that movie?
The
The
Big
dude.
Lebowski. Yeah.
Big Lebowski. He's not the Big Lebowski. He's not walking out there like that anyway.
He's the
At
big
least, at
Nobowski.
least the dude had a reason.
You're the big Nobowski there, Scott. Yeah. And no, I'm not on that list. What list?
I know. I caught myself, Sean. I'm sorry, bro.
Good. Well, you introduced me to Scott. Oh man.
Let me see something real quick. I got something here.
Okay.
If I can find it.
Scotty, seeing if you're on that list, by the way.
What?
No, I'm telling Scott.
Oh yeah, that's the other one I was wanting to talk about. I
What's
Am
that?
Legend 2 with
Oh,
Michael
they're
B.
doing
Jordan,
that?
Michael
Really?
B. Jordan and Will Smith. Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Oh, I got to see that. Yes. I'm putting that on my list. Johnny, you're
No,
definitely.
I am definitely not the dude. I know the dude, and he's cool. I'm not. I don't get that high.
You know Jeff Bridges? That's nice.
Yes.
There you go. Jeff Bridges is
Yeah,
the dude.
Never mind.
What?
Oh, this is, it's not political, it's humor, okay? So don't go blasting me with some political crap. But I was coming up with the Mount Rushmore of people that we could get as politicians today. And it was Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg, Jeff Bridges, who was the and Cheech Marin.
You know
Tell
how,
me that's not a great cabinet.
you know how
That's a
better our
great
country would
fucking
be.
cabinet right there,
You know how
man.
better our country would be if we had those four in the in the cabinet.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Oh,
I just
you read that
finished
one already?
Ringo's Inferno. Is dating stuff, man. Come on, you're bringing me down, bro.
Oh, Scott and his bachelor obsessed. Ay. Well, you know, he's got his shows. I mean, give him.
Yo, dude, man. Turn in your man card, dude. That's it. And Martha Stewart. Yes, absolutely. We'll definitely make room for Martha in that cabinet. Hell yeah.
Snoop. Oh my god,
Fucking hey, man.
I like that.
Thanks for reminding me of that one, Sean. That's a great one.
Yeah, but who do we have to throw out though, or can we add a fifth member?
They can just keep Joe Biden in there like Bernie.
Oh. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the council room there would look like. That, man. They'd all be like, "Yeah, dude. So, what do you think, Joe?" All right.
What?
Oh, and McConaughey. We got to throw McConaughey in there, man. All right.
Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Yeah, I may get older, but the girls in high school stay the same age.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm probably going to spend the rest of my friggin' night
Okay,
watching
now I
movies
gave
again.
Scott extra motivation there. Do a show. Hey, no, Sean, we need to do our Melrose Place podcast, dude. We need dude, that's my guilty pleasure. Melrose Place was one of my guilty pleasures to watch.
My guilty pleasure is Gold Rush. And that's just because it's my line of work, you know. I love watching because I can't work no more, and I keep going, oh, what I could have done if I'd have been doing that instead of the friggin' asphalt and quarry work.
Yeah. Yes, Sean. Yes, we got to do one, dude. Melrose Place, man.
Oh no, you shot it.
Yes.
Is that a guilty pleasure, Sean, or is that cat influenced?
No. That's my guilty pleasure. Melrose Place. One's the
I'm
greatest show
asking
ever.
him though. He says love
Okay.
Melrose Place. So
How could
come
you
on,
not?
man.
I was
I can't criticize. Never watched it. If it's not a daytime drama, then I'm good with it. I guess.
Well, it's really not. It's a nighttime soap opera drama, dude. I mean, just you got to see it. It's on Paramount Plus, dude. Yeah, catch all the episodes. I mean,
I will try, but it's really. Are they killing anybody in it?
yeah. No,
Is there
there's
a lot of action in it?
a lot of
Some beheadings and shit once in a while, maybe.
not beheadings, but like cheating on each other.
No, I don't need to see. Dude, I've lived a full life with women. I don't need to see the drama that comes with it. I lived it.
Don't knock it until you try it, dude.
I've lived it, dude. Trust me.
Bro, that was the first time I felt that tingly feeling.
Oh,
Johnny Dean, it is drama. Yeah, it is.
yeah, I couldn't do with that shit no more. I used to watch that shit when I was younger, but then I lived through it, man, with 4 exes and fucking my wife, you know.
I know, but did you
9
do
kids.
that?
Why do I need drama? I had 9 kids through most of my fucking life. 4 exes that were psycho as shit, and I guarantee nothing goes on that show. Nothing goes on that show that I can't show you worse.
God, now that I think about it,
I had an ex that was out there going to bars, rolling people and shit, dude. Okay, so I've lived through some really crazy shit. Okay, I have.
okay.
I stay away from drama as much as possible. The most drama I have these days is taking my wife to the hospital or the doctor. Okay, and that's drama enough. And the dogs. There's a lot of drama there.
Oh well, yeah, with your new puppy in there, yeah. Still feeling that. Okay.
Let me say,
Only
oh,
Murders in the Building. Decent show. I like Only Murders in the Building. That's a decent show.
I haven't got to that one yet. It is on my list to watch though, so
On
it sounded
Hulu,
interesting.
Yeah. On Hulu, yep.
Right now, I'm just giving myself paranoia because I keep watching these murders things and thinking about my stepdaughters out there and shit in the streets. You know.
Oh, okay.
I keep calling Jenny. Now you're safe now, right? You're not gonna. I sound like an old man. Oh, look in the mirror, Johnny. I might be getting old.
You need to do a soap opera called Dog Drama. Oh, I'd pay to see that. You got your own YouTube channel. I'd pay to see that.
I do have. You might not know this, Sean, but I do have a group called Show Off Your Pet Pride.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ben's in it.
Yeah, great group, dude. Yeah.
But you don't own a pet, do you, Sean? We got to remedy that. I know where you can get a beautiful Australian Shepherd puppy, and not mine either. I'm one of his siblings, though. Pretty close to your house too.
Nice.
Not close to yours, Ben.
No,
help the ride, man.
Just follow your dogs as they interact. Yeah. Oh shit! Look at this. I own a pet anaconda.
I used to. I had not an anaconda. Okay, I get it.
Oh did Scott hack your YouTube?
Is it a yellow anaconda or a green one? And wait for the answer.
Dark anaconda? Or...
This anaconda don't want none,
huh? Oh man, Scott has definitely overtook Sean.
Yeah, almost had me there when you said you had a pet anaconda because I used to have a python, but that thing shrunk.
Well, it's in the car right now, so. Oh, look at this. Okay. You talking about Kobe Bryant or what the late Kobe Bryant?
Play the cricket sound, dude.
Cricket.
Crickets.
Cricket.
You know, because Scott's always saying crickets in the group when nobody answers him and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're like 9 minutes away from midnight East Coast time.
We'll announce a Midnight Man is right as we go off.
There we go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There it is. There it is. He never lets us down, does he?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm ready for tomorrow, man. Too good. Well, we're gonna have a good
4 more
game.
minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good first game. Second game, the weather. I think the Chiefs gonna win that game, but
The first game is who is the first game?
Browns
Rams.
and Texans.
Oh, I think that's going to be the best game of the week myself.
Yeah, one of the best for sure. Rams and Lions, I think, is going to take it. As far as best game of the week, like
I kind of feel like the Rams and the Lions can go into okay, you don't belong here mode. You know what I mean? One or the other. You know what I mean? I
okay.
think that could get crazy, especially if the Lions get their offense clicking and the defense starts playing like they've been doing. That they can go off, dude. They can go off and just embarrass somebody.
Now I will say the Rams are red hot right now.
Yeah, they are, and that's why I picked the Rams. But I don't feel great about it. You know what I mean? And I had made that pick before I thought of the fact. Wait a minute. Goff is the one with the vendetta here.
Yeah,
It's not Stafford. Stafford be coming to a nice homecoming and shit, show off his ring to his fans and all that shit. He's beloved in the stadium. He ain't gonna have no issues with hatred and shit like that. And then Goff's gonna be sitting over there steaming while he takes his little victory lap around the stadium and gets patted on the back by all his fans and shit. And meanwhile, Goff's gonna be sitting there going, I got something for your ass, motherfucker. You know?
Yeah, and this is the first time Stafford's been back to Detroit.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. I gotta root for Alex, man. I want his team to get that playoff win. Get that 32, 33 year thing off his shoulders, man. Like,
yeah,
he's never seen a playoff win.
That's more motivation for Goff too, right there. You know, oh, you couldn't do this, and then I'm going to take this team to the playoff to the championship game.
Yeah, but I mean, I want Alex Loosemore to see his first playoff win, the Detroit Lions.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the Goff and the Lions, man. That's what I'm saying.
But Alex Loosemore, our good friend, Mr. Loosemore, I want to see him get. He's never seen a Lions playoff win, so
I've never seen a yeah.
Come on, Johnny. He's seen plenty of Lions playoff.
My first playoff game I went to was the Bucks versus the Lions, and we kicked their ass, dude.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So that was my first introduction to a Lions playoff game. Yeah. I don't want that for Alex. You know what I mean?
True.
I enjoyed my version of it. Now let him enjoy his version of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially since the Bucks aren't involved in it yet.
Well, of course. I mean, what are you trying to be a smartass or what, Scott?
What does he even mean? Oh, so there's no wide receivers, there's no defensive backs, there's no running backs, and offensive line. It's just the two quarterbacks going to go out there. Dude, the teams play for their quarterbacks is what we're getting at here.
All right. 1 minute. We're hitting midnight on the East Coast. 1 minute.
Dun, 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 dun. That's 30 seconds. I got to have a better countdown than that.
That's okay. My first playoff wins were made.
I honestly believe that's when he started watching football.
Probably.
Because it's the only year he talks about.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm so glad your first year of football was 1999. Mine was 1976. It wasn't that pretty.
Mine was, well, as a full-time
my
fan,
team.
My team was 1997.
As far as I watched the first Super Bowl with my dad and shit. So,
yeah. Okay, well, that Rams, is that St. Louis Rams? Is that LA Rams? Is that any
Yonkers Rams?
Oh, look who's
He's
back.
back. He's
He's
back.
not let back in the house. All right.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, no, I'm not back in the house. You're good. You can.
Oh, okay.
I actually had to get where is it? Oh,
Don't pull your snake out now, man.
no.
It is midnight, so it's
Hey, exactly.
We made it. Yeah.
yes.
After
officially doing the
midnight,
Madness show now, Sean.
yes. Oh,
You've been all night. Oh.
all right. Let me do this. Hold up. There you go. Nope, that didn't work. Give me 1 second, gentlemen.
You're up to 4 seconds
right
now.
now. Taking a dump or what are you doing? Oh, please tell me you're going to do this show on the toilet.
This segment needs to be clipped right there, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't even imagine what that sounded like. I was putting my backpack on. My goodness. Wow.
Yeah, what do you got in your backpack?
Oh man, dude. Oh,
I thought I muted it, and apparently I did not.
I'm glad you didn't, man. That shit was funny. Oh, I needed to laugh.
After midnight.
After midnight. Yes.
After midnight.
Walking around the neighborhood. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
What's that sign next to you, dude?
Rollgate?
Okay. I just saw a sign. I thought you was at Walmart or something.
Right.
in Washington D.C. or Virginia. Yeah.
No. So this is Northern Virginia. This is Herndon. We live right across the street from like basically there's a bunch of restaurants, and it's like it's Worldgate Center, so it's like a fitness, it's like a YMCA type of thing, like a fitness center and all that stuff, but it has all these different businesses and everything lined up right around it. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go far.
Did I see water out there, man?
Oh, it's raining. It's raining. It's not as bad as it was. It was coming down pretty hard earlier.
Man. Yeah, it's been hell all
Did you
day.
guys get hit with snow, or what did you guys get hit with?
Rain, 45 degrees and rain, dude, all day.
Oh, yeah.
Now this
That's what we
weekend,
got.
after like today, all day long, the temperatures are going to go down to the 20s.
That's what they said to us, yeah. When are you guys supposed to get snow?
Huh, who knows?
They told us Tuesday. They said we're supposed to get a little bit on Tuesday.
They're saying Monday, but that always changes for us. I mean, we'll probably have some weird weather phenomenon where some sunspot hits fucking Pennsylvania and we just melt some more.
Well, we get snow before Pittsburgh.
We've had snow, so we've already had it. It just didn't lay. It didn't stay overnight, man. It's like I woke up the next day and I'm like, where the hell is all that fucking snow we just had?
We haven't had substantial snow, like serious, like more than 2 inches serious snow since January of 2021 or 2022. I think it's like a full year and a half.
Right.
Like we haven't had any, or maybe 2 years, where we haven't had any kind of real snow stuff. That meaning that sticks.
Yeah.
And
I haven't
serious
had to shovel my sidewalk or my car off in 3 years, dude.
That's a good thing.
That's pathetic. Yeah, it is, but it ain't, because I'm used to, like when I first moved to Elwood, PA, up northwest right here, right? They're close to here, and our winters were like winters, man. I'd go out and I'd look at the car and there'd be like 6 foot of snow on top of it, and I like, yeah, that was great. Now I'm like, where the hell's the snow gone to, man?
Uh-huh.
We
See,
haven't had
but that's
snow out there And
That's a
wow.
good thing, Johnny. So you don't have to get
No,
out there.
it's
Can you
not,
imagine
because
that?
look, the snow keeps reflecting the sun, and it creates a colder effect for you. So
Yeah.
the winters are actual winters, and when you don't have that, my mountains melt. We're having landslides like crazy, dude.
Yes.
All this rain and no snow, and the ground isn't frozen, so our mountains are just melting, dude. Like right before your eyes.
Ben, did you ever think you would be talking about mountains after midnight? After Midnight Madness?
Especially with Scott Dollar still awake and in the chat.
Right. Is he still in the chat?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He says global warming.
Oh,
I'm sitting on a heating pad warming my. Okay.
okay.
Oh God.
Come on, Scott. Come on.
Well, he said it is
be
after
hemorrhoids.
midnight. I can say what I want to say.
Must be his hemorrhoids or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I got a great impression of Scott.
That's it. You got it. You nailed it.
Come on, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Unbelievable.
We do have to tell Alex tomorrow that Scott can 100% stay on topic. He was on the Rams topic for over an hour on this show, man.
Scott can do it. Scott can do it. He's fine. Scott lashes out when he gets triple teamed, double teamed, and everybody kind of.
Okay, now you're getting him more motivated.
but
Talk about instigating.
I've observed.
There we go.
There he is.
Now, which one's the real Scott?
I just had to come in
Scoot back again, Ben.
to do this.
Oh,
Now, which one is the real Scott? Will the real Scott please stand up? There he is. Scott's up top there. Oh, there he is. Wait a minute. You're confusing me. Now, who's who?
I still can't see him.
Uh-oh, he muted. He must be making them weird noises again.
You know what?
Does he have to walk 3 miles to get to his place?
No, he prefers. No, I mean, I'm saying shit.
Or is he just walking to stay warm since he's going to be out all night?
It's already warm there.
Hold on one second. You two enjoy yourselves. Talk together.
Hi, Scott. I saw you earlier today.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, we have to stop meeting like that.
I'm gonna have a. You didn't have to put it that way, dude.
This
Yeah,
is
but
Ham
wait.
Bandit. I can say anything I want.
I didn't say you couldn't. I said well, you didn't have to. It's
So
a rave
Ben,
party, man. Yeehaw! Scott, did you bring the blue pills?
I can see Johnny. Oh, now I can see Ben.
Now it's Midnight Madness. Here we go.
Yes, now we can pop one.
Have you all been good doobies?
I can't see what
No.
the fuck you got in your hand, dude. A magnifying glass?
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm gonna be doing
You got that
after
sitting
the
right
show.
beside your lotion,
Oh,
don't you?
you're trying to find it, aren't you? It's been all these years, but
Well, it's only 16 degrees Fahrenheit here, so shrinkage.
can it shrink any more than that?
Plus, I need the Manscaped so I can find it easier.
Okay.
Now, when you say Manscaped, are you talking about your back?
No, my wife does that.
Well,
Wife does.
Actually, I need to do it now because my back is itching, so I know it's growing out. Manscaping to me is like using the nose hair clippers and
this is our normal conversations, dude.
we're still alive.
Yeah.
You chased him
Normal
off.
me.
I used to use one of those nose clipper things to put the guard on it to do my eyebrows, but now I just take a scissors and just grab the hairs and cut them all off. They're still there, but
Ben, it's Sean's fault.
The
He's
anaconda.
always telling us we should just talk like this when we're and do a show and just talk like this right here.
That's what Have At It is. That's
Yeah.
what I made this show for. Like,
Yeah, Johnny wants me to take videos of my coffee meetup.
I'm telling you, man, for YouTube, I'm telling you that would be amazing, dude.
Oh, you should have seen it this Thursday. Kerry, one of the guys, it was his birthday on 5th, and Sherry, the 87-year-old, she likes to sing happy birthday to us all. Well, she didn't do it there, but she did it on his phone, and he recorded it, and he turned it up all the way and played it. And she, at the end, she doesn't sing. She used to sing pretty good, but she doesn't sing that well now. But at the end of happy birthday, she holds a note for like 45 seconds, and it's a shrill, high-pitched note. And everybody in Paneros is going,
it's like,
Happy birthday, T.
I've heard
and
your
at the end, it's,
bird hold a
it sounds like that thing when you used to, before cable and all that was on all night long. You got
Yeah,
the Indian and the Target, and it went. Sign up.
This has concluded our broadcasting day. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do the old national anthem and then fade into that. Turn your TV off, asshole.
Then it stopped ringing, and then you wake up and you see
Put the
that.
what on?
oh, here we go.
We got an inside look. All right. It's gonna be all right. Walk on eggshells. We're gonna do some things. Good.
There's an old Humble Pie song you should play with this. Walking on Gilded Splinters.
You guys are missing the real fucking show right here.
Yeah, I know. You only get it on live TV on the Ben Zone.
Live, coming to you from
Have At It.
Midnight Madness.
Midnight Madness. Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We're gonna
Wait a minute. You can catch a murder on tape.
Well, I don't want to be.
Johnny said you can't catch a murder on tape. Wait a minute. What happened? No, got some intense stuff going on here. All right, just give me a second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're anaconda.
I don't know which one of you two are doing that.
It's the beer talking.
There was this one girl, she asked me to practice the rhythm method, so I did it from behind and I pounded on her back in rhythm.
Amazing. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna end Have At It for this evening. This is a lot of fun. Johnny, thanks for coming on. Scott, appreciate you coming on. Sean, we'll see you next time here on Have At It. Have a good weekend, everybody.